Hey family, Dad here. Hope you're having a great day. On this video, I just wanted to talk about a big budget cut that I just made for 2025. So recently, I got my notice from my insurance company, my provider who I went through for auto and home owners insurance, that shockingly in December they told me that my rates are going to go up starting in January. So my policy expires in January, and they notified me that my auto insurance policy is going up to $5,500 for the year. It's up for roughly about $500. And then my homeowner's insurance policy is going up as well. Homeowner's insurance policy will increase $446 for the year. So literally, it's going up roughly about $950 for the year, which is nuts. So the last few weeks, I've been shopping around and trying to find better rates than what I pay with Safeco. So you may be thinking, auto is really high, and it is. I mean, I paid $5,000 for 2024. I have 3 vehicles. So I've said this on a previous video, I have a 2023 Mazda CX-30, a 2018 Nissan Sentra, and a 2010 Toyota Prius. I have 2 kids as well in my policy. I have a 21-year-old daughter and a 19-year-old son, and they haven't been in any accidents at all. But obviously, there's that risk, right? Because younger drivers, they're always going to cost more with auto policies. So on these 3 cars, I do have full coverage on all of them. I have roughly I have $1,000 deductible through Safeco on all 3 vehicles. And then with liability, state minimums here in where I live are 25, 50, 10. I have roughly about 250, 500,000, and 100,000 liability coverage. I just want to have that coverage because I have 2 young kids that are driving vehicles. They haven't been in any accidents at all. They're at fault, but you never know. So I shopped around trying to see what kind of better rates I can find, possibly, higher deductibles. I have $1,000 deductibles right now for collision and comp. If I can get higher, that'd be great because I'm willing to pay cheaper. And I have the funds as well to pay for the deductible if something does happen. So I'm looking for, higher than $1,000. If I can get $2,000, if I can get $5,000 collision comp deductibles, I'm willing to do it. And usually with those higher deductibles, you pay less of a premium. I shopped around and called 7 insurance companies. And I called Progressive, I called Zander Insurance, which I think is an insurance broker, through Dave Ramsey. And then I called State Farm, Farmers, American Family through Costco, because I guess they have a program through Costco, Pemco, and then Geico. So a couple of those insurance companies that I called on really stood out because they were significantly cheaper than what I pay with Safeco. State Farm, for example, and Geico were pretty cheap, but the one I went with was Progressive. Progressive was by far the cheapest policy that I could find with the same existing coverages that I have right now with my current vehicles. Now, the deductibles are higher, which is great. I think I have $2,500 deductibles for all 3 vehicles. The total that I'm paying now with Progressive, they only do 6-month policies. Safeco, I was paying a 12-month policy, and I paid up front as well to get that discount. But the 6-month policy with Progressive was $550 cheaper. It was just a shade under $2,200 for the 6 months, which would equate to roughly about $4,400 per year. Now that's $1,100 cheaper than what I would pay with Safeco. And of course, bundling your auto and home, you'll get a discount as well. So I looked into a quote for home with Progressive as well, and shockingly, it was significantly cheaper. It was $940 for the year. Safeco, I would be paying $1,647 for the year. And that's a difference of $707. And again, with auto and home, these are pretty much the same exact policies, the coverages that I get with Safeco. So the total savings, bundling my 2 policies together with Progressive, and if I anticipate Progressive's auto policy will be the same price for the full year, I would save roughly $1,793. And again, as long as Progressive doesn't raise my auto rates after 6 months. Now, if they do raise my rates after 6 months, I'll just shop around again. And luckily, I have my notes of the 6 other insurance companies that I called on last month, and I'll call them again a couple weeks before my policy's up. Now, mind you, obviously filing claims will definitely raise your rates, either if it's a home claim that you're gonna call in on or an auto claim. And luckily, I'm very fortunate that I have never filed a homeowner's claim since I've been a homeowner, and I've been a homeowner for 22 years, knock on wood. And as far as an auto claim, having two kids, a 19 and 21-year-old, still considered high risk. Luckily, I haven't filed any claims through my own insurance companies. Now, there's been maybe one or two incidents where my kids dinged or damaged a bumper when they were, at infant stages of driving, 16, 17 years old. I just went in and just paid cash for those damages, and they weren't significant. They were like $1,000. I didn't have to file a claim with my auto policy. So a couple thoughts on this is just, you definitely have to make some calls. You have to take the time and effort to just start making calls to different auto and homeowners insurance companies. If you have all your information of what kind of coverages you have for your auto and your home, have that with you while you're running quotes with other insurance companies, because that'll save you some time as well. And I Googled it. That was the second thing I did. I just Googled to see what the lowest auto insurance rates are for full coverage in my state. And then I also looked on a Reddit thread. There was a Reddit thread in Washington State as far as, who has the cheapest auto policies. So I started there, and then I started calling around the 6 other auto insurance companies. So I'm very happy with my savings. Again, I've saved a total of $1,793 for the year, as long as Progressive doesn't raise my rates after 6 months. This is great considering all the news that I've seen that, insurance companies are raising rates all across the board, all across the country. So tell me your thoughts. Have you recently changed insurance companies? Have you gotten quotes from insurance companies? What were they at? Comment, like, subscribe. Would definitely appreciate it. So that's all I got. Stay happy, stay positive, and I'll see you on the next video.